All right, it took a minute, but you got to get it right. Yo, man, I don't know, man. Should be rough.
Trying to keep us down out here, man. Silence our voices, so to speak.
Yeah, that's what it seems like, right, Jay? That's what it seems like.
Spreading too many facts.
You know what? Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them, Jay.
Every one of them.
Anyway, this is the game within a game. The best show in the world, produced by the most brilliant motherfuckers to ever grace this green earth. Yoda and the Oracle. What's up, Yoda?
What's going on, man? Can't complain over here.
Yeah. We don't complain over here, Jack.
Uselessness. We don't partake in frivolities.
Yeah, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we. I think this week we are. I think this week I'm gonna lead you down a fucked up path.
Oh, okay. You know what? I'm here for it, man. Let's go. Let's explore these uncharted territories.
Yeah. Fuck it. I don't know, Jay. I feel like the rest of these folks, I've tapped into their mindless chatter and thoughts, and I want to live like the common folk this week.
Want to be like one of the poors, huh?
I didn't say all that. Let's not take it too far, Jay. There's limits to this.
I don't know, man. You're over there
slumming it.
running around in their world, so seeing what you find. So I'm here for it. I'm here for the discoveries.
Nah, third party.
What have we unearthed on this depressing archaeological expedition?
It's basically online. I'm out there actually slumming it with the fats and the pores.
Oh no, you can't go around them in real life. It's like you go to the zoo, right? You look at the tigers through the window, but you're not going to get in there. That's dumb. Tiger might maul you. You spend a bunch of time on the fats and the pores, and they get their germs and their excess calories and whatnot on you. Nah.
Idiocy leaking on you. I don't want any of that shit.
Yeah, just infecting you with their ignorance.
I was just third party participating. That's all.
Watch it from a safe distance. I get it.
Little online chatter and shit like that,
Morbid curiosities.
I don't know. That's all.
What are they doing down at the bottom?
Yeah, I'm gonna clue you in a little bit.
Oh goodness! All right, I'm here for it.
Yoda slumming it just a little bit. Something interesting happened to me, Yoda. Not interesting, but kind of interesting. Whatever. So I was online yesterday, and I came across this picture of couple rappers. No need to say any. Well, we probably will say the name, but I don't want to say their names right now. Came across a couple of photos of rappers, and it appears that they had their abdomen reconstructed. I found that interesting, or funny, or both.
Combination.
I think more funny than interesting. So I was like, "Hey, man, you know what? Not that I take this, not that I take it seriously, or but Jay, I find it interesting that I can't mention. Well, I did mention. Fuck it, Jay. Let's just. I went on X, and I said some fucking things. Okay, Jay. And I don't want you judging me.
Okay? You do you, man. I'm here for it.
I said, listen. I don't like a motherfucker who gets his abdomen reconstructed. I'm not with that. Anyone who doesn't want to suffer the discipline and the consistency and the pains of the gym and will opt out for surgery, he's a fucking pussy. Well, I mean, put it like this, Jay. Back in our day, I know you're younger than me, but you got a day that you were back in. Back in our day, Jay, you really couldn't come around with fake clothes and fake Jordans and fake jewelry and fake hats. I mean, you can, but you know what could happen, right? You would get ridiculed. So be it. What such is life, right? Nowadays, you can't even say something about someone wearing a man wearing a dress or a man having reconstructed abdomen surgery. I see them. Hey, yo, look, hold on. Nah, for real. Reconstructed abdomen surgery. Like, I know I just made that up, but it seems to be a real thing. I find it crazy that a grown man or any man would lay down on the table and get his abs reconstructed. I seen a guy on. I said, man, I seen a motherfucker. He was short, and he got his kneecaps reconstructed to catch. Yo, dog, motherfucker got his knees extended. What are we doing, dog? What are we doing? Like, yo, nah, Jay, hold on. I can't speak on this. Motherfucker got his knees extended. Like, yo, wait, what? Motherfucker walking around here with stilts, implanted stilts, and I can't say nothing. So here we go, Jay. Here goes the Crusaders. Here goes the Crusaders, Yoda.
Man.
They were on X.
Oh God!
I'm just saying, Jay. I'm just saying,
I had something
Jay.
to say about that.
Look, I'm just saying. Look, here's the disc. Here they come, Jay, to save the day. Oh man, here we go. Motherfuckers talking about another grown man's body. I'm like, oh my fucking God. Y'all so fucking gay. It makes me mad. Oh, you know, I just strolled past as if the photo grown men commenting on the 6-pack. Like, oh, y'all. Yo, man, listen, man. You can't sneak no fake abdomen past me, man, and I ain't gonna say nothing, man. I'm from the hood, man. I'm gonna say like, yo, dog, what's up with your man? Your man got a fake stomach. What's up with your man? And I can't say nothing. Oh, you know shit. I'm a man, so I scroll. Man, shut up, man.
Man,
look.
Nah, go ahead.
Jay, what do you? I mean, I know this is way below your.
I actually have a multitude of thoughts on this here, so we're going to explore this.
It's just crazy to me, but go ahead, Jay.
Now, first and foremost, yes, back in the day, I come from where if you had real clothes and they fit you stupidly, you got drugged for forever. If the collar on your shirt wasn't tight enough or too tight, you got drugged. Your white tee was a little bit dingy. Your shirt was too big back in the day when it was big, too small when it was supposed to be. Everything you got drugged for. And then you get the step up. You got the fakey Visus, the fake red monkeys, the fake Gucci's, fake Jordans, fake Forces, fake Bapes, depending on whatever you were running around doing. The fake, I remember if you had a fitted hat that wasn't a new era, you got drugged for it. Like, it was Mitchell and S or New Era. Anything other than that, what are you doing? What are you wearing?
What are you doing?
For any and everything. Motherfucker got their hair braided and waited more than 2 weeks to take the braids out and got drugged. Like, come on, barber go mess you up. You get everything. People used to get drugged for everything.
Everything.
Didn't matter. Short, tall, light skin, dark skin, good hair, nappy hair, all of this. And now,
didn't matter.
Everybody is so sensitive about everything. Nothing can be commented on because everyone needs their little mental health days and their breaks, and they can't hear anything that they don't like, or otherwise they might go kill themselves or wind up depressed or something. Like, it's such nonsense. It's so pussy. Now, before I get to the fake abs and stuff, to the dude who sat there. See, this is the problem. People lack so much self-awareness, because for you to sit there, what happened is this man saw a picture of some dude's abs, went to the comments and said, I wonder what other people are saying about this man's abs, and then had the nerve to go up under your comment and talking about grown men commenting on another grown man's body. You went looking to see what other people had to say about this grown man's body. That's weirder, period. Like, what are you talking about? Why do you care what everyone else's opinion is on what this person is doing? So is the complete lack of self-awareness that everyone has, that you could go confidently leave this comment on. Like, what if you saying something about fake abs is weird, then him going to see what you said about fake abs is 10 times weirder. Like, people are lost. People are, I don't know, people just want to be mad about some shit. But to the fake abs, here's the thing. I've thought about the fake abs, and I've thought about the knee implants, because that one's crazy. The fake abs are crazy too, because the thing is, you can go get abs. All you have to do is eat less food. Right. You don't even, in all honesty, you don't even really got to work out that much. You just got to lose body fat. Right. Like, all you got to do is eat less food. You should work out too, so you have some muscles with your abs. But you getting your little ab implants or whatever it is sitting there under you, like, body modification surgery is incredibly feminine. If you're not getting some sort of skin grafts or reconstruction because you got your face fucked up or set on fire or something like that, then this is cosmetic surgery. And this cosmetic surgery is for women. If you're going to go get ab implants, you might as well go get lip fillers and breast implants. It's not really any different. Honestly, I kind of feel like I've seen some people who I'm not going to name who've gotten hair transplants, which has surprised me, because I'm like, oh, you seem like you would know you're a respectable person. I don't know. But the hair transplant thing is weird to me too. It's like, just shave your head, man. Whoop-de-doo. Big deal. That's life.
You're bald, man.
Yeah, rock the baldy. Do the DMX and Tupac. Like, it's never, this is the thing. It's never been not okay to be bald. Like, this has never been a thing. You look at all when you think of bald people, who do you think of? Michael Jordan and The Rock and Bruce Willis and DMX and Tupac and Onyx. Like, come on. Like, what do you?
People owned it. They owned it.
Just rock it. You got it, especially if you got a beard. Like, you got the beard going, you good. Don't even worry about it. So all of that little transplant shit's weird.
Even Jeff Bezos, he got the clean dome.
He bald. Mr. Clean's been bald since the 30s or something like that. Like, who cares?
Doesn't matter.
Whoop-de-doo. Like, it's
matter.
Shave your head, man. It's fine. It's easy. Now, the knee implants, the height extending thing. I saw somebody post something about this on Threads or some shit like that. I don't know. But it was a story about some dude who went from 5'5" to 6 feet because he went and got height. I don't know. Something in his knees. I don't know. They did put random bones or some shit. I don't know. And normally I try not to comment on things, but I couldn't help but to leave a comment under that. And all I said was gay, because it's gay. Here's the thing. People love to stress and worry and be mad about something that you can't control. Like, there's not like, you're the height that you are, man. It's not like the abs. You can lose weight. You can get more muscles. You can get a better haircut. You can get a better beard thing. You can line up your eyebrows. You can do all this, but you're just the height that you are. You didn't contribute to that. You had nothing to do with that. That's just the luck of the draw. One of the few things that you can't change that is truly genetics, that is truly just luck. It is what it is. And at the end of the day, Kevin Hart's like 5'2". Like, right. Who cares? Nobody cares. You see, if you ever see the Mexicans, it'd be little Mexican dudes. It'd be like 5'2" running around with model looking 5'10" women. Like, nobody really cares. If you're insecure about it, that's your own thing. But going to go get this weird surgery experimental, that's fucking weird. You're a loser, and that is a super gay thing to do. Like, you were really so self-conscious that you needed to get your legs cut apart and put back together so you could feel better about yourself. That's insanity. Like, if that's what you feel that you need, then that's not actually going to help you.
That's a fact. And then of course, there's the gray area people. Well, that doesn't really concern you. It doesn't concern you. It's just his life or whatever the case may be. It's like, all right, listen, man. To all that gray area shit, I say this, right? You could get your knees extended in private. Ain't nobody gonna say a damn thing to you.
Nobody don't even know. Like, y'all are nobodies. Nobody knows who you are.
And you could get your abdomen reconstructed in private. You could do all these things in private. You don't want anyone to say anything about it. Just don't let anyone know.
But see,
I don't understand. Oh man, this should kill me, Jay. Don't mean to cut you off, but this one little pet peeve of mine. When motherfucker post something to the world and then say, mind your business. What do you mean? What do you mean?
So,
I mean, I mind my business, but I'm just saying, Jay, what the fuck are you talking about?
So,
the fuck is going on, Jay?
Here's the thing. Yeah, people will put something out publicly and then tell you that it's none of your business what it is that they're doing. It's like, well, it wasn't. But you put it here and I came across it. So as of this point, it has become my business. Now, on the other side of that, I'll make a video or post commenting about something, and people will pop up under it and say, mind your business. And to that I say, I was over here in my little corner making my videos, and I posted it. You came to my page. I didn't make you do that. I was minding my business. Now you're minding it. In either direction, it's a ridiculous comment to make, because if someone says something to me, I can't tell them to mind their business, because I put this out there for them to see. That's just what it is. Like, people don't like criticism. That's fine. Then don't let yourself be criticizable. But to the previous thing, to the gray area people, here's the thing with the gray area people. The gray area people have no real morals or values or beliefs. They just pick and choose all of these little arguments to support whatever it is that they would like to say. Because the same people sitting there talking about, it's none of your business if this person gets knee implants or ab implants. Sure, okay, but these are the same people who are sitting there in forums having debates about what celebrity is taking steroids or who's doing what and all of this other stuff. They want to mind everybody else's business until someone says something that offends them. Then all of a sudden, that's none of their business. All of a sudden, that doesn't affect them. But when you want to sit there and debate about whether or not The Rock is on steroids, then somehow that's your business. Somehow that's relevant. Somehow that's pertinent to your lifestyle. So that they don't have any real concrete value here. So they just want to go with, this is what I want to be true in the moment. So it's going to be true now. And that's why it's all meaningless.
Isn't that a little bit of an oxymoron, though? Especially if it's coming from a third party, somebody telling me to mind my business about someone else, but you're kind of minding my business if I'm commenting on someone else, and you're telling me to mind my business, but I am minding my business over here talking about somebody else, and you're from a third party coming in and telling me to but you're minding my business.
And that other person's business as well.
What's the point? What's the point? Yeah, everyone's business you're minding. Like I wasn't even paying attention to you. You came out of a third party and said, "Hey, man, you shouldn't be talking about this. Mind your business, dog. Right now, you're minding my business. Leave me the fuck alone. I have some off time. I want to entertain myself, and I want to talk shit. I find that to be entertaining when I go on X and I talk shit about random people that I just come across. I see a picture, I don't like it. I see a quote, I don't like it. I say some shit. Everyone reacts to it. I go back and forth, and then I go to sleep. It's not even a big deal, but to the people that it's like, what the fuck, Jay? These motherfuckers take it as it's like life and death with these people. I'm just fucking around, man. I don't give a fuck. But motherfucker want to get his abs exploded and reconstructed at the same time. That's cool. But I'm going to talk about it if I come across it. Like, all right, for instance, Jay. For instance, I'll give you an example of this ideology coming back, not biting me in the ass, but how I deal with it, how I dealt with it. Look, I posted I forgot what picture I posted. I posted a picture, and one of my friends in a DM, he zoomed a picture and I think my big toe got caught in the picture, and he was like, "Dog, you gotta edit this out. This is like, this is you have the foot of a 90-year-old man." I'm like, nah, I don't give a fuck. I don't, but I don't like. It's okay. Like, I got criticism, and then some fans was like, "Yo, Rand, your toe, you got a little clip of your toe in there. You might." It's okay. Look, I have a nickname for my dogs. I call them the ancient philosophers. That's what I name my feet. So I don't take myself too seriously, Jay. I don't take any of the online banter seriously. It's funny, actually. If it's funny, it's funny. What the fuck my daughter on the same photo was like, "Dad, yo, like your big toe is like you gotta get that the fuck out of here." And I was like, just leave it. Leave it alone. But my point is, if you put something out into the world, Jay, you can expect some people to like it. You can expect some people to have scrutiny. You can expect some people to ignore it, or whatever the case may be. You just can't take this stuff too personal, Jay. And nowadays, everybody's sissified and pussified and bitchified, and everything is a moment to be sensitive. And I just thought I would get that off my chest, Jay.
Yeah, man, everybody is super sensitive nowadays, and they get offended by everything, and they take not only themselves way too seriously, but everybody else way too seriously as well. Like, people insult me all day, every day. I don't care. Some of it I find entertaining. Somebody said one time, it was a little while ago, I put up a video and somebody left a comment that said, "Andrew Tate discovered Rogaine," and that was fucking hilarious to me. Even if he's sitting there talking shit, but hey, a good joke is a good joke. Who cares? It's really not this big of a deal. Like, people are gonna have stuff to say. People are going to be mean. People are going to insult you. People are going to say what it is. Big whoop, big deal. And to the foot thing, like, that's another thing with the height. Like, I don't control this, so why would I care? Like, what am I going to get mad about? Because I have absolutely nothing to do with this. There's not a single thing that I could do to affect any of this. Let's say people will sit there and be all sensitive about their hairline or some shit like that. It's like, you don't control that. Who cares? You can't fix this. So what? Just let it be. If you could change it, great. If not, might as well fucking like it, because it's just going to be there for the remainder of your goddamn life. And you sit around being embarrassed about some stupid shit. But that's what stupid people do, is sit there and talk shit about people about stuff that they can't affect. Like, it is only simple-minded people who will sit there and make jokes about somebody for their skin color or their height or their the way that their eyes are spaced out, like they chose that or some shit. It's like, this is just what it is. You know what I mean? So they ignore all of the stuff that you can actually do something about. You could do something about being poor. You could do something about being fat. You could do something about looking dirty. But there's certain things you can't affect. Like your nose looks like what your nose looks like. I mean, you could go get surgery for it, but other than that, like it just looks like what it looks like. Your ears look like what they look like. You're making fun of people for immutable characteristics. You're a fucking retard.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Jay. I mean, and I brought that up because there is a more serious undertone to that. And I believe like the message being sent, especially with people who have great influence. What's the message you are sending, especially a man? I mean, let alone these female rappers are just. But okay, right now for real, it's BBL land, right? The females and what they do, and then let alone the men starting to get into this stuff. That's a dangerous path to me, especially men with great influence. It just sends. I don't like the message it sends, Jay. Men, men, men should struggle, Jay. And what I mean by that is, men should go in the gym. They should grunt. They should feel pain. They should feel sorrow. They should feel the despair of discipline and consistency and fighting through it. And after months and months of that, see a little bit of gain and be so proud of that because they knew what that entailed. They knew what those couple of abs, a little 4-pack or a little 2-pack you got, and you knew what that work entailed, and you knew what that was. You just take that away, Jay, and what do we have? You just got a weak man. If you could just skip all of that, Jay, you just skip all the pain, skip all the consistency, skip all the lessons, skip all the mental clarity you get from working out. You can skip all that, lay on a table. And the thing is, pain is pain, right, Jay? Like, it's not like you're not going to go through no pain on the surgery table. Just pick your pain, pick your poison. I don't know if you've seen any of the photos. They look like they actually look like they're it hurts. It doesn't look comfortable. Let's put it like that. It doesn't look like a comfortable situation. So, I mean, you're going to endure some pain with whichever path you take. I'd rather choose the path of, if I'm going to get some pain, I'm going to get some mental clarity. I'm going to get some discipline. I'm going to learn some things on the journey to my little 2-pack, 3-pack, 4-pack, and I would cherish my little 2-pack over your reconstructed 6-pack that you got in a day. I'm gonna cherish my 2-pack, man, because I earned that shit, right? And those are the lessons that I think we need to be putting forth, especially people with great influence, Jay. Men, especially men with great influence. So I know we were joking, but it's a little serious tone to that too.
So I agree, man. This is the problem with some of these narratives. Like, there are a large swath of people who believe that everybody who is in shape only has good genetics or is on steroids. They believe that everybody who's rich cheated or inherited it and all of that whatnot. And the problem with this is it takes away anybody's incentive to actually sit there and work towards something, because they believe they can't actually achieve these things. So then they go out and they go and get the ab surgery or whatever other weird nonsense, because they don't believe it's been told to them for forever that they can't actually achieve that on their own, because they don't have the proper genetics. They're not on the drugs. They don't have infinite money and time in the day to dedicate towards this, because there are some people who paint it as though it's some insurmountable mountain that only a select few are privileged enough to be able to achieve. So they go out and they do this, and they miss out on, exactly like you said, all the most important parts of acquiring those abs. It's not just that your stomach looks cool, that you have visible stomach muscles now. It's the fact that you learn to delay gratification. It's the fact that you've conditioned yourself into somebody who does the things that you need to do even when you don't feel like doing it. It's the fact that you made yourself into somebody who's going to opt for what's best later in over what's best for now. It's all of these things that you cultivate along the path, and it's the improving of the pain tolerance that you get, and it's the mental clarity and the different way of seeing the world, and it's also the fact that you show yourself that you could take something from your mind and bring it into reality simply because you committed to the process to doing it. So there's a lot more that comes with the being in shape and the having abs and just being in shape and having abs. But simple-minded, shallow-minded people can't see that. I think it's ironic too that it's always the people running around talking about the people who are proud that they're in shape are so shallow and whatnot. It's you're in our actuality, you're the shallow one because all you see is the aesthetic. You don't see the work that went into it. You don't see all of everything that it took to earn this. All you see is how it is that I look. And in your mind, because that's all you see, you believe that's all that I can see. You believe that I only see what you see, which is that I look a certain way. But it's not. Yes, that's great. Amazing. I love looking a certain way. I love looking at myself, but I also love it more because I know what it took to earn that. It's like if you go out and build a house, it's going to mean more to you than if you're given a house because you put all of your blood, sweat, and tears into creating something. So, but most people, again, they've never done that and they just want the things. They just want all of these handouts. And the people who go get their ab implants are just going to run around living their life stupidly like they did before, not going to the gym, eating whatever nonsense it is that they want. And then they're going to look ridiculous as fat people with visible abs at some point in time because they never learned. They didn't earn it, so they don't actually appreciate it. Because why would they? It was just handed to them.
Absolutely. Another thing, you know, on Game Within a Game, we always say the easy way out is not really the easy way out. Rarely is. There's no such thing as an easy way out. Kinda, if you think about it, you might think there is, but is that easy way? Is laying on a surgery table, risking your life? Is that really the easy way out, Jay?
See,
it's
the quick way. But it's also not even that. It's not even the quick way because it's not the way to what it is that you actually want because you got some random little implant in you now. You don't actually have abs. You have a weird looking stomach. It's very different because you don't have the muscles and you don't have the low body fat. So you didn't even get abs. You got some semblance of it. You got the fake Jordans because you didn't want to work a little bit longer and get the $200 or $300, whatever it is that they cost now to buy it. So you went to the little shop on the corner where you could get a pair for $55.
Agreed.
But you don't have what you were after.
Absolutely. And look, if by so chance any of you guys come across us speaking on this, we're your friends, man. If you have friends around you, you should get rid of all of them. Every last one of them. If you ran that across them and they said, "Yo, hell yeah." Come on, dog.
You don't need to be around them people.
And this is what it is. Like people to get online and champion motherfuckers. Yo, it's his life. He could do it. Nah, fuck all that. I'm a friend, man. I'm a brother that you don't know. I'm telling you, if you was around me, and you was like, if Mr. Yoda, like, yo, Rand, I think I'm gonna go get my abs sculpted, man. I think I'm about to go get a chiseled back. I think I'm about to go get back surgery to get a cut up back. I'm gonna tell Jay, I'm gonna look Jay dead in his face. I'm like, no, the fuck you ain't. That's stupid. Don't do that. He has two options. He's gonna either disown me as a friend, or he's gonna be like, you sure? I'm like, nah, don't do that. That's dumb. Just go to the gym. Matter of fact, let's go to the gym tomorrow, man. I got you, man. We gonna work through this shit together, man. So I look at it deeper, like, man, y'all champion. Oh, you could do what he want, but man, these people got motherfuckers around them. They don't got no friends. Yo, who around you, Jay, would let you go under the knife for something so cosmetic? Like who do you have in your life that doesn't care about you that much, Jay?
I think that if I told somebody that I was going to get cosmetic surgery, they would think that I had been cloned and replaced with somebody else. Like,
like, who the fuck is this on the who? Like, yo, who? What?
Yeah,
This ain't. Yeah, this
who got your phone? Like, this is.
Yeah, it's a prank.
Yeah, because that's anyone who actually cares about you wouldn't let you do these things. This is insane. Like, exactly what you said. If you tell somebody this and they say, okay, that's not your friend, your friend will tell you, nah, you go out and actually earn this, not you just go and take the shortcut, because either A, they don't want you to have it for real, or B, they don't know any better, and it means they're stupid. And in either scenario, do you need to be around those people? You need to be around better people who are doing better things and inspiring you to do better, not to take weird shortcuts to get to things.
Yep. That's the point. That's the point here, guys. That's the point here, guys. We are trying to do good work. And listen, man, if you're not moving within the coordinates in the natural order of things and how the universe is moving, it's gonna be spoken upon, man. Like, that's not the natural order of things. And on this show, we talk about the natural order of things. That's it. Listen, if you was born short, tall, with a big ass head, with a motherfucking big ass nose, with long arms, with long feet, you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? It's just, it is what it is, man.
Nothing
right
you can
now
do about it.
Right now, there's a motherfucker in a wheelchair with no torso taking your job. Right now.
That's a fact, because he's not sitting here stressed about things that he cannot change or cannot affect. Like, this is people at some point in time decided that everything needed to be okay if it made somebody feel good. And that is one of the most detrimental narratives to individuals and to society as a whole. Like, things only function because you have some degree of set standard. Now, will everybody fall within that standard? No. Will everybody want to be a part of that standard even? Also, no. But the idea that the standard needs to now be eroded so that the people who don't want to participate in it can be comfortable is holding everybody back. Like, if you look at any sort of company, right? Companies have a dress code for a reason. It's so that everyone has something to aspire to and knows what it is that they should be doing. They have a code of conduct. They have all of these things. And they are in place for a reason, to have some sort of order and, again, something to strive towards. And then as a society, you have the exact same thing, right? You have standards or an ideal for people to strive to. And for the longest time, that was, wife, kids, house, job, all of that, whatnot. But then at some point in time, people decided, well, some people don't want a wife and a kid and kids. So rather than them just going off in their own little direction, they've decided that the idea of a standard is hateful and harmful. So the standard should be erased. Just like for the longest time, people were in relative shape. Somebody posted, it might have been you the other day, about the fattest person in the world in 1890 weighed like 250, right?
That, right?
But yeah, so that was,
see that, right?
And that's crazy but the point is, back in those times, being more in shape, more slim, more svelte, whatever it is that you would like to call it, was more standard. And that's what people aspired to. But now people have decided that because some people fall short of that, that should no longer be a standard because it's upsetting to them. So that just leads to everybody falling off and doing all kinds of nonsense, like getting ab transplant surgery and being hoes who have sex with 1,000 dudes in a day and all of that. It's nonsensical stuff based on this idea that a standard is offensive. Like, by no means does everybody need to try and do the same thing. That's perfectly fine. Again, it's a free country. But the problem is everybody doesn't need to accept everything that you do either. And everything that you need to do doesn't need to be normalized, as people like to say. You could still pitch a standard. You could still set a certain bar or expectation and say, this is what you should strive towards. You want to go do another thing? Fine, go do that. But this is still the baseline. This is our morals. This is our values. And this is what it is that we preach. And that's what should continue on, because again, we talked about before, you look back at the 50s and 60s and 70s. I'm not saying those were the greatest times in the world, but families were a much bigger thing. People were able to afford much more stuff. The world wasn't as messed up and sideways in certain ways as it is today, because everybody kind of came around a certain standard. When you look at other countries, when you look at like Germany or I don't know, Austria, which I guess is basically just Germany, but they all have a certain set of values. They have certain ideals. They do the same things. They like the same things. They believe the same things. And maybe they're not the strongest country in the world, but they are united together. You see the people in Ireland, the people in Scotland, they're all united together. Here, everybody is fighting everybody because everybody wants their thing to be propped up as the thing. I'm a man and I identify as a horse, therefore men should be horses and everyone should believe that men could be horses. And they fight back and forth about all of this nonsense because there's no common goals, ideas, or standards anymore.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy how we take these small, what it seems to be little cosmetic or trivial ideas, and we turn them into these things that we just molded into a conversation. And that's why I like talking to you, Jay, man, because it'll be something so trivial, and we could just turn it into a teaching lesson, which is dope. And yeah, I found that that picture of this. The dude was like 250 pounds, man, and people used to pay to see this dude.
That was a circus freak once.
He was a freak.
Now that's your neighbor.
Facts. He's the average American, man. Really though. You'll see him in the street and won't even think, well, I would look twice. I'm like, look at this fat motherfucker. But somebody else, I mean, that's me. I'll be like, look.
But yeah,
my wife be like,
that's just Jim.
Right. Yeah, that's just Jim or Tony. Whatever the case may be. But yeah, man, I found that interesting. Also, I got some more slum to sling at you. Some more slum to sling at you, Jay. Sometimes I get into this trivial nonsense. Hey, listen, man. I'm
here for it now. We will take these mundane, nonsensical topics and make them into life lessons and societal observations.
I think that's a thing too. I think that's a thing because a lot of normal people, they need stuff to be put in layman's terms, and we can always trick the system with starting out with something trivial and people tuning in, and then it's turn the switch when they're not even noticing and like, oh, hold on, did I just fucking learn something about something?
Yeah, this shit talking was turned into philosophy.
Yeah, out of nowhere. How'd they do it? It's fucking magic. Anyway, it's magical. Yeah, I seen this other thing, Jay, and I already know you're gonna turn this into a fucking storm of philosophy. I seen a clip of Nelly and Ashanti, right? I know, I know, this is bad, but it's gonna lead somewhere, right? So within the clip, and this is the of course the cut up version, my version. In the clip, Nelly is telling Ashanti, I guess they have a newborn or a baby, whatever, and he's telling Ashanti, listen, I will give you the world. Give you the world. You can have everything, but I'm not changing no diapers. He says they have a discourse back and forth. Oh, you don't do this. You don't do this. The baby's crying. You just stay sleeping. He's like, listen, when that baby is 2 and 3 years old and can walk around and run, don't worry, I got him. Right now, I don't do that. But, you know, basically that was the conversation. Of course, here come the Crusaders. Rawr! Nelly is a piece of shit. He's a piece of... I was like, wait a minute, what did he say? Like, hold on. You actually want... Like, all right. Here's the thing, Jay. Women, you want a brute? You want, if you have a real man, he's probably a brute. You want a big old brute changing your baby's diaper on a consistent basis? That's what you want? You want help with that? Oh, well, you don't help me change the diaper. You want this big brute with these fucking... I look at my hand. I got calluses on my hands. I got brute strength. Do you want me changing your baby's diaper on the if we were in a hospital, would you want a big brute changing your baby's diaper, or would you want a little nurse coming in and change it? Like, the man said nothing wrong, in my opinion. He just said, look, I'll give you the world, but I'm not going to change no diapers. When he gets 2 or 3 and he's running around and he's talking, he's running, I got him. Going to the barbershops, we're going to play football, all of that. But right now, I'm not changing no diapers. And the women online kind of lost it. They kind of lost it. I have a couple of theories, not theories, but a couple of takes on this. But I would like to hear your first take on women being mad at a man who says, I'm not too comfortable with changing diapers.
So I have a number of thoughts. So first and foremost, all of these people sitting here talking about Nelly is a bad person and Nelly's terrible and all of this whatnot. Here's the thing. I would be willing to bet millions of dollars that 85% of those women, if they received a message from Nelly and said, I will have a baby with you and give you the world, but I don't ever want to talk to you or the baby, would be on board with it. So y'all sitting there talking about like, he got to change diet. You wouldn't care. You would not care because you are not in this position, period. Like, Nelly is, as far as I know, an extremely wealthy individual. So if he wanted to have a baby with you and never talk to that baby ever in life, most of you would be with it. All of you sitting here in the comment sections acting so you just want something to complain about. Shut up. Nobody cares. And nobody wants to have a baby with you too, also probably anyway. Now, here's the thing. Do some men want to take an active role in in that part of the baby's life, changing diapers? Yeah, sure, probably. And that's their prerogative. If that's what they want to do, that's what it is that they want to do. And some men do not. Now, if you are in the position where it is that you can say, I will take care of literally everything, and all you have to do is make sure this baby is clean, then I don't see anything wrong with that. And also, this is again going back to the previous thing here. Some people might not want that, and that's fine. That's your life. Just because you wouldn't want that, it doesn't mean that nobody else would want it. It's the same people. It's the same stupid arguments about some women want to be stay-at-home mothers and housewives. Just because you don't, it doesn't mean that they can't. Like, people need to stop and going in a is the same people who want.
But Jay, let me ask you a question though. I didn't mean to interrupt. Let me just going off what you had just said. Is it because that they don't want that, or they can't get that?
It could be.
Oh, if that was me.
So here's my thought.
Yeah, right.
I think it's a combination of the two. I believe that there are some women who really truly want to focus on careers and all of that whatnot. Yes, 1000%. Do I believe that some women are stuck in that role because they don't have another option and they act like that's what they would prefer? Also, yes, because that's not everyone's choice, and that's life. But either way, the point is, in either direction, just because you don't want it, it doesn't mean that someone else wouldn't want it. And these are the same people who are sitting there probably talking about it's not your business what this dude does with his ab and knee surgery, sitting there getting mad because Nelly doesn't want to change his baby's diapers. How's it your business if Nelly wants to change diapers or not? What does this have to do with you? So this is this is life. Everyone's so wrapped up in what it is that everybody else is doing. And if you were happy, if you were living a happy life and you had this relationship that you want and your boyfriend / husband was there helping you change all the diapers with the baby all night and everything was lovely and jolly, you wouldn't care what Nelly was doing with his baby, because this is what unhappy people get upset about. So you are an unhappy person.
Fact.
You have no business critiquing anyone else's life because you are failing at living your own. This is why you are critiquing their life. Period.
That's a fact.
And once again, he doesn't want to change a diaper. Whoop-de-doo. Because if someone breaks in the house, she's not going to want to get up and deal with that. If the house catches on fire, she don't want to deal with that. I'm sure Ashanti's maybe a bit different because I'm sure she has her own money. But the average woman or whatever, you're with him, he's not making you work. So why does he need his duties and your duties?
I was going to say that, Jay. And look, I've changed a diaper or two in my day. Okay, so there's that. But damn, you want me to change diaper and tires?
See, this is are you going to change the tires too? Are you going to mow the lawn too? You going to paint the house? You going to do the project on the weekend? You going to fix the door? You going to redo the gutters and whatever other, all of this stuff? Is this what you're going to do? Do you want to do this? Or do you want to sit here and divide the stuff up? Like I do certain things and you do certain things. If there's yard work and we're not hiring landscapers, I guess, do you want me to do it or do you want to do that too? Like you have to sit here and pick it. It's just people getting mad about nonsense. And they have this thing. It's all of these people who run around where they want their equality, but their version of equality is special treatment. I want you to do all of your duties and half of my duties.
Crazy, yo.
Nonsense.
Like, what are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? All right.
I wouldn't even. Here's the thing. I'm not sitting up here. I'm not sitting here saying men shouldn't clean or men should. You do whatever it is that you want to do. I don't care. But the point is, if someone is doing what it is that they would like to do, who cares?
Yeah, that's my thing. Look, I clean my house. I clean my shit. I do laundry from time to time. I wash dishes from time to time, but I cook from time to time. We're not saying that women, you do this, men, you do this. We're not saying that. But if that man chooses to say, listen, I'll do everything else that a man is supposed to do, can you just take care of this?
Here,
I don't want to do that.
This is the thing. If I'm sitting here and I'm saying, I'm paying for this house, I will pay for your cars, whatever clothes you would like, go buy. Whether you want to go on vacations, let me know and I'll make it happen. Whatever it is that you need, I've got. And then for you to sit there and say it's unrealistic for me to want you to do house chores and change diapers is absolute insanity. You're just entitled. And this is why you are unable to find a man, or at least find the kind that you would like, because you don't know how to appreciate anything and you do not know how to reciprocate what it is that you are being given. Like people have this stupid little debate with this little men and women, men should do this, women should do it. All of this as a whole is nonsensical. But at the end of the day, relationships, period, are a two-way street here. I'm not going to sit here and come in and do everything in the world for you and expect you to do literally nothing in return. Now, do I expect you to do the same things that I'm doing for you? No, because we have different roles. Now, if you want somebody where you both have the same roles, maybe go find you one of these trans people and they will be happy to do that.
Hey Jay, you know you can't talk about dumb guys.
I'm just here, man. We just call it. I don't even care.
You can't talk about rappers and dresses and motherfuckers who get fake abdomens and trans people. You can't talk about that, Jay.
You know what's crazy? Speaking of that, this is a side thing because I know we're on the Nelly Ashanti, but it is the same people who are sitting there talking about, or nowadays they're sitting here talking about it's okay for the rappers to wear dresses and purses and act all super gay and whatnot, and that's perfectly fine. But back in the day when they were dressing like thugs and talking about all of this violence and whatnot, that was harmful to people. It was harmful to people to wear baggy pants and Timberlands, but it's not harmful for people to see them walking around in dresses with their nails done. Is very interesting logic here. If what they're doing, if how they conduct themselves doesn't affect anybody, then it didn't before.
That's a great point. And it's crazy because I seen somebody online They said one of the comments was like, where has hip hop gone? Where has hip hop gone when we're talking about a man's stomach or some shit like that? And I'm like, wait a minute. So I'm from a hip hop era where, man, if you faked something in your raps, you would get destroyed. Right? Like, even if, like, people get mad if they say, oh, well, this so and so dog, he ain't really sell no cocaine. So and so, he ain't do this. So and so, he ain't do that.
People still debating whether or not Jay-Z's 92 bricks are real. Like,
you can't. So you mean to tell me you can't fake, or you can't be caught in a not a lie. I don't want to say a lie, or stretching the truth when it comes to street activity. You can't be caught in something like that, but you can go and get your fucking whole torso reconstructed.
So
we can't talk about that.
Here's an interesting case study of all of this. I know we've brought him up before, but take the baby, right? The baby shot somebody in Walmart, self-defense. I'm not sitting here saying he's done anything wrong for it. And that was cool. He beat up some rapper in the Louis Vuitton store, and that was cool. He shot somebody at the front of his house, and that was cool. He has been,
I know where you're going,
running around. I'm not saying that he's some sort of bully. I'm just saying that he has been running around engaging in acts of violence for the entirety of his career. Again, I'm not saying it's his fault. I'm not saying he's not responding, but every single time that he did that, it was fine because he's just being who it is that he says that he is. But then he goes on stage and he says not anything specifically targeted to anybody, just if you're, I don't remember exactly what it is he said, but if you're this person, put your lighters up, and everybody flipped out. All of a sudden, that was a problem.
Yeah, it was something light.
He said something about, I don't remember. I wish I could remember what it was.
It was something that I couldn't even believe. It was
something that is only homophobic if you want it to be.
Yeah.
So, but they took that, something that he said, and that was a problem. That lost him his endorsements. That lost him his deals. That lost him his label pushes. It was fine when he was shooting people. That was cool. All of this was okay. When he was getting arrested for robbery and battery all across the country, that was fine. They were still pushing his videos. They were still pushing his music. All of these things were cool. When he beat up Danny Lay's brother in the bowling alley, that was fine.
Mm-hmm.
But
it was fine.
When he said something that some people decided was homophobic, everything ended. You didn't care about the assault. You didn't care about the shootings. You didn't care about the dead people. You didn't care about the woman in the line at the concert that he accidentally smacked in the face when she put his phone in his face. You didn't care about none of that. That's fine. Violence against other people is okay. But inferred homophobia is a deal breaker, and that's interesting.
One day we're going to get into who's the some people we're talking about. When you said, well, who's control? Who pushed the button? Who pushed the button and said, I don't like this? Go. One day we will have to decipher who is pushing these buttons. And I know you got these fucking, I know this is up here, and I know me. In my head is like, I've been doing research, and it's like, where's this stuff been coming from? And I don't know if you've seen this. I seen Candace Owens had this clip, and it was of a guy talking about how they were planning to bring the transgender agenda a long time ago into hip hop, and they were using Biggie's video, the Juicy video. Yeah, and there was a transgender woman in the video, and she ended up getting killed in real life. But they were why would they have a trans? And she was the main actress. And then not only the Juicy video, but the LL Cool J video, the remix to I forgot the song.
You know the Lil Kim song with Cisco, where in the video Cisco was dressed up like a woman?
Yeah. Yeah. So they were playing here. Sooner or later, we're gonna have to get into they. But they were. This is what this guy was saying. I think it was his name is Choke No Joke, if I'm not mistaken. He was a cameraman for Rockefeller for a while back. So I heard the name. So, but Candace posted the clip and she reacted to it, and she found it interesting, and I found it interesting too because that was a transgender woman. I've heard rumblings just being in the game, but I didn't even think this was a thing back then, Jay. I didn't even know the storm was coming. The only thing, and this guy claims that the only thing that kind of derailed it was the Biggie and Pac thing. So they had to kind of put that to the side, the transgender, storm, and they had to put that to the side and go ahead and push this beef to the forefront.
So
I found it interesting.
Interesting theory along with this too is because now that you said that just makes me think of a thing. Isn't it interesting that Tupac, or you said with the back and forth beef, and then he went there and he got killed, and then all of a sudden they didn't solve his murder for 48 years. And
keep that going, huh?
If you look at I think it was Andrew Tate who said their process is they accuse you of something, they arrest you, and they kill you. And that kind of also follows the trajectory of Tupac's thing here. And Tupac, much like people like DaBaby, Kanye West, and all of these people now, seem to be, I didn't know the man, obviously, but a wild card / uncontrollable is we can't really get you to do what it is that we want you to do.
That's a fact.
And if it was in the midst of this, I'm just speculating here because this is just new stuff to me. But if it was in the midst, if this East-West beef thing was the only thing that derailed that, maybe they didn't like him standing in the way of it.
You know what I think? I'll add to that. I don't disagree with you, but Tupac was running around doing things he wasn't supposed to. I think he made it easy for them, and
1,000%.
Yeah, he made it easy for them, and he eliminated himself.
1,000%.
He eliminated himself. And it's crazy how everyone knew who did it, and then the last people to find out was the LAPD. Everyone knew. Everyone knew.
Even when I was not looped in with this, like just being from California, I understand exactly what it was that got Tupac killed.
Right, right.
Like he came out running around with a bunch of Bloods, beat up a crip at a casino, and then died after. This is not the biggest stretch in the world. But
how to get you killed.
I'm not suggesting specifically also that that's not how his demise went about. I'm simply saying that I know a lot of things are orchestrated in other ways because it's also
that's a fact.
It's also quite like what a coincidence that this particular random dude from a gang that Suge's people had beef with was in the exact same place as him at the exact same time and was also never a suspect for 30 years. That's just interesting. Like,
talk that shit.
I have no doubt who killed him and why he got killed. It's just the pieces before that are just, that's just interesting. Like what a cosmic coincidence that this is. He had beef with the dude's brother, or they did something with his something like that just right before that in a whole nother state, and then lo and behold, he's in Vegas. Interesting.
Just so happens that Sean Combs' name is twirling around that, and his uncle is supposedly gave the gun, supplied the gun. That's why, allegedly, and you're right, Jay. We're not speculating. These are just things that are just there for you to pick apart and analyze. I don't know, but to our original point, Jay. The transgenderism and the promiscuity and the sexual deviancy. This stuff was going to come full force, and not to say it still came in waves, but I think that the transgenderism was on its way, and it kind of, I don't know, I don't like to speculate, but why was this transgender? Why it's a music video? Why is this transgender the main actress in this music, and she's in this bathroom stall taking a piss? I'm like, and think about this, Jay, when all the times we've seen that video, did you even think twice? I didn't think any back then. I didn't
Subliminal.
think, why is this woman standing in it? Right. I didn't even know. I didn't notice.
It's just a scene in the video. Like, you don't really think about it.
That's what it was.
But see,
to me,
that's the thing, though. That's how they. You ever seen Clockwork Orange, where they do like the little eye thing and then they flip all the images by? It's the same thing, just little subliminal things that they sneak right by you, like in Fight Club with Tyler Durden splicing in the things in the video, and it's like you think you saw it, but you don't really know that you saw it, and before you register it, your mind's already going, but it's there. It's in your minds now. So it's even past that, when you look at like in the old shows, right? Like Fresh Prince and the Wayans brothers and Jamie, like a large part of their comedy was also acting gay at times.
You're correct, man.
Which is a very interesting concept. Martin Lawrence dressed up as a woman. All of these people did this. Chris Tucker was a cross-dresser person in The Fifth Element. Like, it's just interesting.
And now speaking of, now a lot of these guys, some of them you just named, have transgender children. Hold on, wait a minute. You are correct. What about that? A lot of those names you just mentioned, maybe 2 or 3 of them have, I don't want to name, we know who we're talking about, but they have transgender children.
And that's weird.
What coinky dink.
What
weird
craziness.
It's very weird, man. I sent you that list, Jay. I know you found that interesting. That was just that was not all. That was not.
No, but the fact that it's so many people in such a small community, when they say in general this is 1% of the population, like what the chances that someone gets to be some sort of A-list actor or something is so slim. But then the chances that like 20, 30, or 40 of them all have transgendered children has to be so tiny. Yet this occurred. And it's just supposed to be, this is natural and coincidental. Have you ever seen Don Cheadle was like this consultant? It was a show. He went around to like businesses, and I can't think of what it's called right now. This was back like 2007 or whatnot. He had his son was like a cross-dresser person in that too.
Why?
Exactly. Had absolutely no relevance to the story at all. It just was a thing. Zero relevance.
And like I said, Jay, one day.
All I'm going to say in relation, yes, we should unpack this one day, but all I'm going to say in relation...
I know you cannot let it rest. You will not let...
I
don't want to bait you like that. I'm not
going to go with it. I'm just going to say, we talked before about Jay Electronica's disappearing album.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's it.
Shit is crazy, boy. Like, come on now. That shit is crazy. Nah, but like we ain't scared now. One day when we just got to prepare ourselves.
This is the thing. Like, it's the
truth.
1,000%. But when people sit there and say it's not a. Sometimes you can know what happens when you push a button, and be okay with what happens when you're going to push the button, but also be cognizant of the fact that you're not in the appropriate position to push the button yet.
Facts.
Like, this is art of war. You need to make sure that you are in the correct position to sit here and do this. Because, like, in some, like, if I must go defeat Brock Lesnar, I will do that. But I will first make sure that I'm in the best position possible to do so, if I'm able to. I'm not just going to walk up to him now.
And I hope, well, you know, our job is to read between the lines. I hope the audience, I hope we've taught the audience how to read between the lines and what we're saying. It's interesting, man. It's interesting stuff. One day, like I said, we will break it down and get into it. And it's not speculation. Just I want to, like Jay say, we do want to prepare. You have to prepare yourself when you're going against a monster. Also, you have to have your ducks in a row, and you have to dot your I's and cross your T's and do all that other shit. But we're not debating on this show, man, because you know why we don't debate? Because we come with logic. It's hard to debate logic and facts.
It is, but people will still try their absolute best. And yeah, we had to pivot back to the Nelly and Ashanti thing, but I'm just saying, when you go out and look out into the world, right? It's very interesting when you see what you can't say. That's all.
Ain't that some shit? But even the Nelly and Ashanti stuff, that it was never about. It was never about Nelly and Ashanti, right? It was just a situation that I feel like we could have discussed, and it's not them, right? It's not about Ashanti. It was about the comments and people's thought process about what they were seeing on screen. And by the way, people, remember, what you are seeing on screen, it's not reality. It's scripted, right? It's edited, it's curated, right? So I'm just going off the situation. I'm not going off their situation, because that was on TV, that's scripted. I hope you people know that. I hope you know that Nelly and Ashanti are somewhere on an island or wherever the fuck they're at, enjoying themselves. And they're not arguing about who's changing the diaper right now. It was just something, a discourse to be had. Not saying they never had the conversation, but it was used to be entertainment on camera. And I'm just using it as a tool of enlightenment. That's all. So it's not about them. It's just about the reaction from people who really thought this was a thing. And but yeah, Jay, tiptoeing around, man. I'm about to kick in the door sooner or later. I know we was talking about Biggie. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more, god damn it.
What's beef?
You know what else, Jay? What's beef? You know what else, Jay? Off topic. Shit that just comes in my brain. No, because look, you know, life is a teaching and experiment, right? Not an experiment. Life is a teaching tool. And I like to use my life to teach. With that being said, I noticed something, and I'd like to explicate that here. And I wanted to get your thoughts on it, Jay. You ever noticed how people who make bad decisions blame people who make good decisions for their bad decisions?
Yep.
I noted, like, so for the audience, if you are in your life and you're making great decisions in your life, and you're following the natural course of things and minding your business or whatever that entails, and someone is blaming you for whatever situation they're in, but they constantly make bad decisions. no one will ever blame you for making good decisions. If they're making good decisions, then they're not going to blame you. They will only blame you for making bad decisions. So people who constantly make bad decisions, they blame people who make good decisions because they have no one else to blame, right? Instead of saying, listen, I made a bad decision. I'm going to be held accountable, hold myself accountable, and do what I need to do. No, they blame people who make good decisions. And Jay, they might even blame a person they don't even come in contact with that's just making good decisions somewhere minding them. It's that guy. It's the government, or it's this politics, or this it's this rich guy that I don't even know. I seen here's where I'm coming with this. I seen a clip of this waitress, and Jeff Bezos walked into a restaurant, and she said he was very nice and polite and respectful and cordial and talked to her and referred to her in her first name with her first name and everything. He was a good guy. But before the bill was paid, he left with his wife, and his two bodyguards were there, and he left them to therefore take care of the bill and the tip, which he left a 20% tip. She goes on to say, "Oh, well, I was grateful. I was grateful for the 20% tip, but it just frustrates me that someone who can pay everyone in this restaurant $60 million." That's what she said. She said she's frustrated that he could give everyone in that restaurant $60 million and still have enough for his grandkids. So you were blaming this man for his good decisions. So you're blaming your bad decisions on this man you don't even know and was polite to you for your bad decisions. Do you notice that, Jay? How this works out?
So, in regards to this Jeff Bezos situation specifically, this is what's interesting to me. This same exact waitress will be one of those people who were talking about, if you can't afford to tip 20%, don't come out to eat. Right? So here's the thing. You are holding poor people to the standard of 20%. But now, when you get 20% from somebody, just because he has more money, you're now entitled to more of it. That is absolute insanity here. You have these people who have these things with their equality for everybody, who have this sliding scale of what it is that's important. Because she'll sit there talking about he could pay everybody in this restaurant $60 million, yet she doesn't want to tip the person at Starbucks $5 because the Starbucks employer should be paying the Starbucks employee's salary. But he should also go and give all of his money away to a bunch of random people. He went and made this money. I don't care what other people would like to say about him being lucky and all of this white supremacy nonsense. He earned the money. He created Amazon. You can call this whatever it is that you like, but he put himself in a position to have whatever amount of money it is that he has, and now he has it, and it's up to him what it is that he would like to do with it. It's not up to him to walk into some random restaurant and give everybody in it $6 or $60 or whatever $million, and it's not up to him to make sure that your rent is paid for the next year just because you were an adequate, probably, waitress. This is absolute insanity, and this is absolute entitlement. And if you feel that you should have more money, then go out and make some more money. This is not up to Jeff Bezos, however you say his name, to pay your salary. That's not his problem. He gave you a nice little 20% tip. What's your beef? He did what he was supposed to do. Nothing more. You're not owed extra for that. And people have this thing that they are. I saw people, speaking of Jeff Bezos, talking about he paid $55 million for his wedding. That money could have gone towards helping people. Okay, sure. Maybe it could have, but it's his money, and that's not what it is that he spent it on. Just in the same exact way that the $300 you spend on Jordans could buy food for 30 homeless people. Like, what are you talking about? The amount of money that you pay for rent, you could go downsize yourself, and you could go live in the ghetto, and you could pay somebody else's rent. You could pay 2 rents for your rent. You won't have a nice place. They won't have a nice place, but somebody won't be homeless anymore. Why aren't you doing that? Why aren't you spending the money that you spend eating out to feed other people? Why aren't you donating your extra money? Because you can. Everybody can live at a lower level and help other people out if this is the case. Why aren't you spreading around your money? You're not, because you don't have it, or you feel like you don't have it, or you feel like it's not your responsibility. It's not his responsibility either. If he wants to spend his $55 million on a wedding, he's free to spend his $55 million on a wedding. I think he's worth like $200 billion. I know that he can't actually get that in cash, but if he wanted to take this $200 billion and build it into a pyramid and light it all on fire and watch it burn, then he's free to do that too, because it's his. He could do what he wants with his things. You are not owed other people's things, period. Now, in relation to the other thing, people always blame their problems on people who are in good situations. Somehow it's rich people's fault that poor people are poor. Somehow it's fit people's fault that no one's attracted to fat people. It's always people sitting here blaming all of this other stuff. But the thing is, at the end of the day, these people did what it was that they were supposed to. People get mad, oh, this person started a company and he doesn't pay his employees a whole bunch of money. Whoop-de-doo. Then go start your own company. He gave you a job, you ungrateful bitch. Because this is what everybody is. Everybody is ungrateful. Everybody is entitled, and everybody is petty and jealous. This is why poor people are running around blaming other poor people for their problems, even though rich people aren't keeping you poor. Other poor people are keeping you poor. Your friends who sit there when you tell them that you want to do better at life and tell you that that's unrealistic, or tell you that you should focus on something else, or try and distract you with weekend drunkenness and all of that other stuff, they're the ones holding you back. It's your fat friends who are keeping you fat. Your fat friends are the ones who sit there offering you food and try to talk you out of going to the gym and all of that. It's your junkie friends who are stopping you from quitting alcohol or giving up weed or whatever. It's the bums who are keeping you bums. These are the problems. These are the people. Granted, at the end of the day, it is absolutely on you because you're the one making the choice. But the only people contributing to that are the people around you. That's who's keeping you there. If you're in the hood somewhere, the white man isn't keeping you there. It's all of your people. It's all of the people that you hang out with. It's the homies. They're keeping you there. They're the one insisting that you go participate in crimes. They're the one that insists that you don't pay attention in school because that's for white folks. They're the ones insisting that you run around with your pants sagged and make fun of you because your jeans aren't $8,000. They're the ones keeping you trapped. They're the ones who laugh at you for not shooting people. Like, what are you talking about? They're keeping you there, and they're right by you, not some other place. The people that you're talking about don't care about you. They don't even know you exist. They're not doing anything for you. They're not doing anything to you. You're doing this to yourselves and each other. Period.
Yeah. I know you I know you seen that I sent you that clip of that dude who put the hoodie and jeans on layaway, man. The 88 week layaway. What do you All right, and then like you said, Jay, you're blaming it on some magical white being that's holding you back. But who are you buying these things for? You're not buying these things or you're not putting these things on layaway for this magical white being. Who are you doing that for? To impress who? This magical white being? Why are you putting a hoodie and jeans on layaway, or buying $500 sneakers or $8,000 jeans or $500 belt? Who are you doing that for?
Not only that,
you're not doing that for that magical white being.
Not only that, though. Not only who are you buying this for, who's giving you this? Because if you go to the Gucci store, they're not giving you layaway on their clothes. So somebody in your community, in some little hood store, went and bought those jeans and then financed them to you. Your people are doing it to you, not the rich folks.
Dang.
They didn't the Louis Vuitton store isn't financing you. They're not giving you layaway Louis Vuitton shoes. The guy on the corner, Trayvon, who has the store with the Arab dude, went and put their money together and they bought the stuff that you wanted and then they leased it to you. Poor people did this to you. And you did it to yourself. The people that you're talking about, the people who made the Chrome Hearts, care about you so little that they made jeans that you can't even buy. They're not trying to sell it to you.
Hold on. Trayvon didn't make nobody to buy no damn.
No, he didn't make them buy it.
He didn't make.
But
yeah, he did. That's the thing.
And make the argument that someone is selling you this. It's your people doing it. He bought them himself and leased them to you.
Yeah, because he's just being predatory, which is predatory.
He saw an opportunity and he capitalized on it. That's his prerogative. That's his thing. He didn't make you do anything. But the person who enabled you to do this was one of you, not the rich guy.
Absolutely.
You think that's why Wall Street dude's going to finance you $10,000 pants? No.
No. And that's why I said, and that's why I stated, why are you doing this for? Because at the end of the day, who are you trying to impress? Where did you get this from? What culture are you trying to impress? Who are you trying to impress? That's why I said, who are you doing this for? You're not doing it for yourself, because at the end of the day, it's not helping you, right? So all the guys in our culture and, we gotta, man, cut it the fuck out. Stop our culture shit, because that's not culture. Like Jay said, these motherfuckers ain't make them jeans for you. Or maybe they did, man. Or maybe they did. Because I don't know no wealthy people wearing $8,000 jeans, Jay.
Not the Chrome Hearts. Them motherfuckers look ridiculous.
I just look, wealthy people don't wear $8,000 jeans, man. I'm sorry. Not the ones I don't know. I've never seen. I don't see it.
So
I don't see it. And if by chance it's given to them, here's the crazy thing about wealth and fame, Jay, that I've noticed. Once you get to a certain point and you've acquired all this money and fame and wealth, you get to a certain point where you can't even buy anything. People giving it to you. So you got all this, people are giving you, your money's no good here, Jay-Z. Like, who the fuck is going to make Jay-Z pay for anything?
So
it doesn't exist.
But here's the other thing, though. There are a certain type of people who wear clothes with the big logos on them. And there are a certain type of people who wear clothes with no logos on them. Now, there are expensive clothes. You could go out and find some $4,000 jeans that have not a single logo on it. You could go, you could go buy a $20,000 suit and you can't tell who made it unless you look at the tag, which is hidden in the jacket and whatnot. So there are some people who go out and buy stuff to look like they have money. And there are some people who go out and buy stuff because they have money and can.
Two different things.
Very, very different things. And you know what I've learned? By and large, as long as you look presentable, nobody really cares what your clothes are.
Yeah, you're good.
Like,
you're good.
When I was a teenager, 21, 22, that seemed like a big thing. You had the Evisus or the Red Monkeys and all of that whatnot, all of those fun stuff, the iceberg jeans and stuff. But then once you get past a certain point, nobody cares anymore.
Nobody.
As long as you don't look like an idiot, you're good.
And the ones you ever notice, the people who did care about that? What type of people were
Bums.
they? All right then. What type of person would actually care how much your jeans cost, man?
Poor people.
On top of that, treat you any differently.
Poor people.
That's crazy. Like, who gives a fuck, dog? Like you said, man, like, shape your body, man. Shape your body, get in shape. You could put on a fucking $5 t-shirt. You could put on some fucking $50 jeans, $100 pair of sneakers if you choose to. That's it, man. Keep it moving. Like you said, look presentable, and you will. And
you're good.
And when I said that, wealthy people don't really buy expensive jeans and stuff like that. I meant like your average Caucasian fellow.
Yep.
they don't drive. They normally don't drive expensive cars. Like, I don't know, anytime you drive around like a neighborhood that has wealthy people in it, and you look in their driveways, I always, because I'm just observant, man. When I'm driving around and I know that there's money, when I smell a motherfucker with money, or a neighborhood with money, I don't see phantoms in the driveway ever. Phantoms and all this other goofy shit. I don't see that in the driveway. I just don't.
So I think there's a statistic that like the car that's most purchased by rich people is Honda's an Accord.
Facts.
Because
Facts.
like there's a certain point where looking a certain way becomes detrimental to you.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
Nobody, the person who's going to get targeted is the dude who's driving around in the $800,000 Ferrari, because nobody even thinks that the dude in the Honda Accord has any money. Nobody thinks Toyota Camry guy got money. I'm not saying that nobody with money drives expensive cars, but
we're not saying that's gray area shit.
Exactly. But the idea that all of a sudden you have to or purchase these things exclusively because you make money is insane.
Yeah, well, going back to the Jeff Bezos situation, if that waitress didn't recognize him, or if he wasn't flashy, or I don't know what he had on, he probably had on some fucking Dockers or some shit. He probably just recognized him. If she didn't recognize him, she would just think, okay, great tip, 20% tip, I'm good. He was polite. She wouldn't think anything of it. So when you get to a certain level of having money, and this is what I realized. When people think you have money, that's not necessarily a good thing. It's not necessarily a good thing. I used to think, oh, I want motherfuckers to think I got money. But now that I am making a substantial amount of money, I don't want anyone, or at least I don't want to look too much like I'm doing well, because what happens after that, Jay? We both know what happens after that. I mean, nothing good can transpire from that. I mean, not I don't want to say nothing good, but very few things can transpire from people knowing you have a lot of money.
Yeah, people have this thing where they want people to know and or think that they have a bunch of money. Like, people will pop up to me all the time and leave some comments, talk about you're broke, and I'm like, yes, that's absolutely correct. I'm poor.
Yes, yeah,
I'm poor. I
don't
make
have
no
shit.
money. Don't ever think otherwise.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Like,
Facts. I ain't got. People call me broke all the time. I just be laughing like, all right,
cool. Yeah. Yep. You're right. I'm broke.
okay.
I'm cool.
I'm broke as shit.
Yep.
I'm broke as shit. Don't ask me for nothing. Don't ask me for nothing. But that's what comes with that. If you want to flaunt and floss and act like you got money, that's why you don't see me on Instagram. I'm on X, and I talk shit on X, but you don't see me on Instagram posting pictures, because I know what comes with that. I know what comes with that, man.
That's the thing. Like, I have a fairly large house. I'm not online. Like, let's take a look all around my house, guys.
No, you don't want to do that.
Don't worry about it. You know, it's ridiculous. Yeah. Like, some people just want to sit there and flaunt stuff and show off it's all about the perception of stuff. And it's still the same thing with the guy who needs the leg implants. And if you need the leg implants to make you feel good, it's because you don't actually feel good. And if you need everybody to think that you have money, it's because A, you don't, and B, you're missing something and you just want some validation and applause. And all of that is nothing at the end of the day. Go work on you. Go do some push-ups.
You see how we spun the block on that? You see how we just spun the block on that?
Come on.
That's what professionals do, man. That's what professionals do. You just thought we was gonna come on here and just babble about fucking little trivia shit. No, man, we spin the block with these lessons, man.
All of it's related.
It's a point. It's all related, man. It's a point to be taught, man.
It's a lesson in everything.
Doing here on game.
Like,
there is.
Period.
There is. There's even a lesson in reconstructive abdomen surgery. Fucking
There is,
goofball,
though.
man.
It sounds ridiculous, but there is. There's something to learn from all of these things at all points in times, but most people just aren't looking for it.
Yeah. Oh, I have to name this shit.
Oh, facts.
I don't know what to. I don't know. I was going to think of something crazy, man.
Ab implants.
I was gonna say something dumb like that, but I'm not even gonna do that. I was really gonna say that, like Reconstruction. I'm gonna name this Reconstruction because we got to destroy to build back up, Jay. You got to destroy shit.
Ooh,
you
look
got to
at
rebuild it, right?
Reconstructing narratives, ideas, perspectives, all of this. This is what we're doing here. And this is what we did with the fake abs and the knee implants and Nelly and Ashanti's baby diapers.
You see how we did that? It's fucking magical, man.
Come on,
magical, man.
They not ready.
Hey, listen, man. Shout out to all my motherfuckers who got stilts in their legs. shout out, man. Look. Hey, man, you get shout out.
It's fucking weird Mr. Potato Head people, man.
Shout out to my dudes with the soft chest and sculpted abs, man. Shout out to y'all.
The calf implants.
I seen that. The damn thing look like they about. Look, man. Let's just stop the bullshit. Stop the surgeries. Get in the gym. Tighten up that diet.
Eat some protein,
let's get back to being men
some push-ups.
and women,
Come on.
Man.
What are y'all out here doing? Protein, this is absolutely insane. And shave your head if you need to.
And yeah, come on, man. You walk around here with the Morgan Freeman, man. Just take it off.
Nah, I'm talking about the transplant folk. The Morgan Freeman is crazy, but I'm talking about the transplant folk. Just shave it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just shave it. But if you got the roof back, fuck it.
Definitely definitely.
I just did it. Did I just shout out? Did I just shoot out the Morgan Freemans of the world? My bad.
Hold up,
talking about them. My bad.
I've seen this thing now. I've seen this thing that people are doing where they got the cul-de-sac thing, and they like take the back and they still like fade it and style it. And I'm like, this is insane to me. Or they got like just the hair back here, like some mohawk fade, or just it's weird. Like just be bald, man.
Fade it in.
just be bald.
You know what? They trying to. You know what? No, Jay, we got to give them a little credit, man. They trying to make the best version of being Morgan Freeman. They trying to enhance the George Jefferson.
I mean, it's commendable.
I can't be mad at trying to enhance the George Jefferson. It's commendable.
George Jefferson is crazy.
It's commendable. I mean, you trying to fade the George Jefferson? I'm kind of fucking with you a little bit, Jay. I'm gonna have to disagree. You trying to fade into George Jefferson? I might fuck with you, dog.
Now, see, here's the problem, though, because a regular fade, the fade is good for like 2 days. So this cut looks okay. Even if it looked okay, it does for like 2 days. Now you just look like you're bald and crazy.
You got a day. You got a day with that faded George Jefferson, and then the stubble comes in, and now you looking crazy.
And then you look nuts. Just shave it. Crazy. Just shave it.
Just shave it, man.
Just save yourself. Shave it. Anyway,
hey, man.
Reconstruction, people.
I mean, even if you're 28 years old and looking like Danny Glover, somebody gonna love you. That's my message to the world.
As long as you love you.
As long as you love you.
Boom.
That was we can't end it with that.
All right, hold on.
That was cliche.
All right, cool. Hold on.
As long as you love you.
Yeah. That's cool. So this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do.
What we gonna do, Jay?
If you are a woman commenting on Nelly's diaper changing, it's because you are undesirable. Go make yourself into somebody desirable and you won't care about this. If you are a man getting ab implants and knee implants, it's because you're a bitch. Get rid of your bitch assery, and then you won't need weird bones implanted into you, and you won't need I don't know, muffin tins or whatever it is shoved into your fucking stomach. Eat better, do some goddamn push-ups, stop being a bitch.